welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell by the title, I will be doing an updated everyday makeup routine. So I thought I should do one of these videos because I haven't done one in a really long time. So this is just a routine that I do every time I do my makeup, anytime I'm filming a video, want to take pictures, all that good stuff. This is going to be a very detailed tutorial. I'm gonna try my best to go through all the products. I will have all the products linked in my description box as well, so you guys can know all the shades and all the names of the product. And yeah, so like I always say, if you guys have watched any of my previous makeup routine videos, I always do my eyebrows first. That's just my personal preference. I know some girlies out here like to do their eyebrows after, but I can't get with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do my eyebrows first. For my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia brow definer. This is in the shade Ebony. I've been using this product for so long, for years. Honestly, it's my go-to product and I just love it. So I did my eyebrows with that, and then to outline my eyebrows, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now I know these used to be like real popping back in the day. A lot of people don't use them as much anymore, but I still use them. I don't really have a problem with them. To outline the unders of my eyebrows, I use the shade Pure Beige. I use Fawn on top. Now what I'm going to do is start to prime my face. I used to not prime my face once upon a time, but I realized that it does help me a little bit because I'm oily, especially my T-zone, like all right here, I get really oily. I have to make sure that I prime my face and use powder. I've been using the e.l.f. matte putty primer. I love this product. I've been using it for like a few months now. I didn't used to use it in my routine, but I just started adding it and I actually like the way that it kind of works out for me. So I just put this all on my T-zone, around my nose, actually like right here. Like right here is my problem area. It gets so oily, especially on top of my nose. So my next step is I now set it with my Mercier powder. And this is another product I've been using for years. I really want to try like another translucent powder because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, makeup is just so expensive. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. You could literally walk into Ulta or like Sephora, you could buy like 2 things. Your order is gonna be about like $200, like literally like $200. So now I'm gonna set my face with this powder, so by my eyebrows, and I'm also gonna set my eyebrows as well. So we're just gonna put this all over. So the next step now is I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I've been using the NARS Radiant Longwear Concealer. I don't really know if this is good for people with oily skin, but I love the coverage of this foundation and I feel like it matches me perfectly. I think that's why I like using it. But this foundation as well is very expensive, so I might have to find an alternative in the future, but for right now, you know, we're gonna have to use the rest of this up. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out with my Morphe brush. I usually like to do one side first. To make sure you blend down your neck. If you don't, it's gonna leave like a line of demarcation and it's gonna literally look like you have a mask on. Trust me, I've been there, done that. But just always make sure you blend down your neck and like your jaw along here, because you want everything to be blended. I forgot to put concealer on top of my eyelid because this also helps everything just blend into one. So I'm just gonna do that real fast. Alright, so I specifically get like one smile line right here after like hours of wearing my makeup. So what I do is I take a Q-tip, find where the line is at. It's usually like around here, and I just wipe off all the makeup in that area. And it looks crazy right now to avoid that creasing right here. It usually doesn't happen to me on this side, it's mostly just this side. That's what I do. I just take off the makeup there, then I go back in with my beauty blender. two concealers. I use the Tarte Shape Tape and I use the Born This Way concealer. I use medium tan sand. Put this only in like my inner corner of my eye because this shade is a little darker than the Born This Way concealer that I'm going to use. Only focus it really like right here. So then I take the Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. I see a lot of people also use this as like a contour. So all you have to do is just buy this in the darker shade and you can even use this to contour your face. Since this one is a lighter shade, I'll try not to use as much of it. Focus it mainly on like the outer corners of my eyes. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but what I'm trying to do is angle my concealer because I just personally like that look of cut your concealer upward when you angle it. I feel like it shapes your eyes. And then I'm gonna go back in and put a little more on top of the other shade that I put on because I like my under eyes bright, but I don't like them like too bright, if that makes any sense. While this is setting in place, I don't usually like blend it out right away. I just let it sit for a little bit. The Makeup Revolution foundation stick, so I'm going to use this to carve out where I want my contour to go. So usually I make like a duck face, like so I can see where I want to place it. Now I'm gonna go in and blend out this concealer. Alright, so now that that's blended, I do contour my nose. Like some days my nose contour is good and then some days it's a little like I have to be really mindful of like how much product I'm putting on my nose because sometimes it just looks crazy to me. I'll be looking back at the pictures like, girl, be for real. And make sure you guys bring it up to your eyebrows. I don't know where I learned this stuff from, but it just makes it look so much more seamless. It just helps it all blend in better. And when I get to the tip of my nose, I really don't know how to do that part. I just round it out. I'm gonna go back in with this Expert concealer brush and just blend this all in around my nose. Make sure everything's just seamless. That's one of the most important parts of makeup, is just making sure everything is blended. All your makeup is blended, it really can't be like bad, you know? Make sure you just blend everything out. But I just think if everything's blended, it's really hard to like not have a good makeup, you know? A good makeup, that doesn't make any sense. A good beat to your face. Now I'm gonna go back in with this sponge and just blend around my concealer and contour. This is actually a new addition to my routine. This is a powder puff. I got this from Amazon. I will link it down below if you guys like to purchase these. It came in a pack of like 12, I believe. I use this now to apply my powder. I just think it looks so much better. It kind of gives you a more like an airbrush effect. My new addition to my makeup routine, and I love it. I love it so much. So everywhere that I put this concealer, we're just gonna set it. When I get to around my nose, I try to like cut this a little bit. I really try not to bake. I try to just press the powder into my face. I'm gonna use my bronzer. I use the Hoola bronzer, and we're just gonna bronze up this face a little bit. Now what I do is I go back in with more translucent powder, and with this powder puff you want to make sure you like tap off the excess, because if you don't it's gonna be like a lot of products on here. But now I'm just gonna carve out this contour. Just brought the Dior blush. I don't really know how much, if I really like this blush. I think it's a little overpriced, and for $2 I don't think that it gives me a lot of pigment. I'm trying to give it a chance, you know, so I've just been using it recently, but I don't know, I just don't know how I feel about it, y'all. Still trying to have faith in it, you know, but I don't know. I'm just gonna act like I'm smiling and then focus it on the centers of my cheeks. I love using blush because it just adds all that color back to your face. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Skin Mineralized powder. I'm gonna brush up the sides where I place the powder, make sure it doesn't leave me like a white cast. I'm gonna go with my highlighter. I use the NARS highlighter. This highlighter is like so messy. I highlight my nose and sometimes my cheekbones. They do like an exclamation point on my nose. Accentuate the nose contour a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in and blend it out with my finger so it's not too harsh. Next step is I'm gonna start my eyes. So I go in with my e.l.f. eyeliner, and I also use this eye pencil along my waterline. I just did my eyelashes real quick, you know, 1 2 3, did a little wing eyeliner. So now for my lips, I use the MAC lip liner in Chestnut. I use the MAC lipstick in Honey Love, the Maybelline Vivid Hot Laquer in the shade Tease. That's the lip combo. I'm gonna go back in with my spray.